I love it. I absolutely love it. I never maxed it. I got to level 30, and then this was because I traded it in, because I didn't like... At the beginning, I was more of a COD player, because I grew up with the PS2. I played Medal of Honor religiously. I played that. I never played professionally. I did play sometimes over LAN with my friends, but I was never professional. And I never did PC gaming, so that's why I never did Counter-Strike or anything else. I don't, and, okay, I do like Battlefield. Battlefield 3 was good. Well, no, so, compared to COD, it was good. But again, this is my opinion, and only my opinion, so haters gonna hate, haters gonna potate. I found it like COD. I'll put it bluntly, I found it to be too much like COD. The close quarters. And people are gonna hate me because I said that. They're gonna be like, oh my god, it's not like COD, what the fuck are you doing with your life? But listen, the close quarters combat, yes, they added, there were vehicles, but the majority of it, like Operation Metro, for the beta, and that's why so many COD players loved it, because Operation Metro was so close quarters, there's no vehicles at all, and that's where I think Battlefield went wrong. They put Operation Metro as their beta, unless you went into the PC, which barely any of the COD players went, because most of the COD players are indeed console noobs. Like I am a console noob. I grew up with consoles, and I will forever be a console noob. I don't have a preference, PS3 or Xbox. I do not care, I love them both. I have a PS3, but at the same time, I would want an Xbox, just because of Halo, which I absolutely adore. But that's where I think Battlefield went wrong, and so I'm adjusting my mic because the mic's terrible and it keeps moving. And that's where I think Battlefield went wrong. It's just they put a small close quarters map that one would expect to find in COD for the beta, and this just made COD fanboys just love the game because they're like, oh my god, it's just like COD. And you know, COD fanboys, they love COD because they're fanboys, so of course they're going to love COD. That was extremely retarded of me to say that, but of course they're going to love COD because it's COD. And that's why I think Battlefield and EA went wrong, is because they are trying to say that they are the COD killer. And bluntly, there will be no COD killer. COD will go on forever and ever. Because yes, it is the same game, and that's why I find it repetitive and I find it boring. But it doesn't stop me from playing it. Because I do still play it, just I haven't played Modern Warfare 3 as much as... I haven't played it that much because I've been busy doing, you know, PC gaming. Even though my PC game's shit. But anyways, I digress. They tried to compete against COD, and this is where I'm gonna... You can picture me facepalming right now. Like, literally full-on facepalming. They tried to compete against COD. I know this is an extremely old topic. I know Battlefield has been out for about 5 months now, but this is the first time I've ever been able to talk about it. They competed against COD. They tried to be the COD killer. And that's just... It hurts. Because, in their own respect, they're better than COD, but it's like comparing an apple to an orange. One's a simulator, and another's an arcade shooter. It's completely retarded what EA was trying to do, and that's why I hope I'm not going to be playing it again, because of what they tried to do. And I'm not being biased, but I've got no interest in playing COD or Battlefield anymore. Because I don't. Even though I grew up with it, it's becoming stale for me. It really is. It's like... Have you ever seen not Man vs. Food, Super Size Me? Have you ever seen that? It's like how he ate McDonald's for months, I think it was. and I haven't seen it in years, but he ate McDonald's once, and he just became bored of it, and he could not eat it. That's what I felt like about COD and first-person shooters. It's just, it's gotten so repetitive and so old for me that I cannot play them. I literally cannot play them at all. I'll occasionally go on COD with my friend James, and that's it. That's the only time I'll ever go on COD. I don't play COD by myself. I'll only occasionally play with him, and that's it. And I don't mind that. I like it, because even though I'm sick of it, it gives me a change occasionally. And again, I've completely rambled from what I originally wanted to talk about, which is saturation of the market. Now, getting back onto that. That's why I won't be uploading it. Well, it's way too saturated. Like I said previously about like 5 minutes ago, if you go into Machinima Respawn, like 80% of the videos will be COD and Battlefield. And I would have to compete against the big players like Hutch, Excalizors, C-Nanners, even though he's playing other games like Skyrim now, and I respect him for that because he's doing, even though he became big in COD because he was such a good player, he's playing other games. I'm not saying I don't have respect for Excalizors or Hutch or anything, because I do, but he's doing something different, and I like that. And I remember, because I know this happened, but I don't know who the commentator was, and if I say this, I'm going to sound like a right retard if I make a mistake on this. I think it was Hutch. Hutch, a while back, like, I think it was a year, he stopped playing COD. I know, shocking. He stopped playing COD. This was before he got his Machinima contract. He stopped playing COD for a bit. And he was well known. You know, he had, I think, 50,000 subscribers by then. And still, you may be thinking that's not a lot of subscribers, but for a small-ish channel, that is pretty good. For like, you know, he had some Machinima. He was just starting off with Machinima, and he had 50,000 subscribers, let's just say. And he decided to do something different. I forgot what he was playing, but he was playing other games. And he said he was going to stop playing COD, and he took a break from it. And his subscriber base fell. It did. It fell by like, I think it was a few thousand, just because all the people that he made, all the subscribers he made from COD were like, I came here to watch COD and I want to watch COD, what are you doing? But they have to realize that not all the commentators do what the fans want to do. Yes, like, I will try to be doing what fans want me to do. If fans want me to play COD, I will play COD. I will. I won't play it as much because I want to play other games, but I will upload a few COD games. But I won't make a channel out of it. And that's why I don't know if I want to make a channel out of indie games. Like, they're fun, but I've never really played them. Because I took advice from Chill Chaos about creating a niche market. I did. And I'm not saying that he was the one that made me want to become a commentator. I'm just saying that he gave me ideas. And I'll just say bluntly, he's a great commentator. He is. He's one of my favorites. It's because he's different and he doesn't stick to one game. Like, for example, Smooth Moves, you know, the Wario game. He plays Kakarot Saojo, he plays The Sims, he does everything. I mean, at the moment, he's just finishing or still continuing doing Carmageddon. And I respect that. I mean, he does so many different things that the YouTube commentators these days don't seem to do. I'm just saying, like, the big names, like the huge names. I'm not saying that they don't, but the majority of them do. Like, what they became famous on. Anyways, they just do what they became famous with, and that's why I like Chilled Chaos, and that's what I want to become. I don't want to become famous from doing COD, because one, I'm not the greatest at COD, I will admit. You know, I think that a 2 KD per game is good for me. I think, like, if I do... I mean, I do go positive every game, but I'm not using OP weapons. I'm using the P90 because I like it. But anyways, this video is not about COD. I just think that... Actually, no, it's not about COD, but I'll just continue what I'm saying. I think that... Wait, what the fuck's that? Sec. Is that a spider? One sec. What? Just run!